God problems. Problems so big, you got to go to God to fix them. God problem. I'm in the midst of a vision series entitled It's On. Somebody say it's on. And I've been telling you for the last 2 or 3 weeks that it's on is not just a statement, but a commitment to taking your life from expectation to what? Execution. When we say it's on, it is not just a statement, but rather it is a commitment to take your life from expectation to what? Execution. I'm gonna say it again. I am shifting from expectation to, can you put this in your notes? I like giving you things you can write. All right. Whoever controls the language controls the culture. Whoever controls the language controls the culture. That's why hip hop became so dominant, because hip hop was one of the only musical genres that came with a language. Although they rap in English, they talk in a subculture called Ebonics. And because they had a language attached to the music, it gave them the ability to control the culture. So what happens is whenever I preach, I try to preach in a way that sneaks into your everyday language. Oh, you missed that right there. So I want you to be at home like, oh baby, it's on. Or maybe you got a good vernacular. I want you to say, when I come to the conclusion of what I'm about to do in this next particular season, I would like to say that it's on. However you say it's on, I want you to think now that I'm not just making a statement, but rather I am shifting from expectation to execution. I told you execute has 2 definitions. Who remember that? Execute means to put into motion, but in Greco-Roman times, execute means to what? To kill. So if a CEO of a manager or somebody say, we can execute the plan, what they're saying is, I'm giving you authority to put the plan what? In motion. But in historical times, when somebody was executed, that means they were put to what? Death. And I shared with you on last week, there are 2 types of people sitting on your row. One of you need to put your plan in motion, but then some of you need to kill some stuff so your plan can live. So when I say we are moving from expectation to execution, I asked you a question on last week, and I need you to be honest with me. What's the plan? That's real right there. I stayed up all last week trying to figure out, how do I get people moving in here quicker? How do we make things more comfortable? How do we find more space for children? We moved this part of the building and put them in this room and put them over here and did this, because I'm trying to get my plan down. I want to speak by faith, and you don't have to say amen unless you receive this. God, you are shifting me from waiting on it to walking in it. Somebody should have said, I receive that. Now let me free you. Let me teach you something. Whenever somebody says something that you believe agrees with your spirit and the plan that God has for you, your proper response should be, I receive that. See, I'm trying to get into your culture. I need you to be at work and somebody at work randomly saying, but I'm telling you, next year, everybody getting a promotion. I receive that. And see, I'm going to say it again. I am shifting from waiting on it to walking in it. I am shifting from praying about it to protecting what I prayed for. Y'all missed it. I am shifting from vision to victory. Watch this. I am shifting from bad problems to God problems. Put this in your notes. What's a God problem? Put this in your phone. I see some of y'all taking phone notes. All my old school saints who still right where you at. Where you right? That's who getting into heaven right there. That's who getting into heaven. When you get to the gate, you're going to be like, God going to be like, what did I say? My phone on my body, but your note's going to be in your pocket. All right, here it is. What's a God problem? God problems is when God's provisions exceed my plans. Ooh. See, only 7 of y'all shouted because preachers talk like y'all know what words like provision mean. I'm going to say it again. A God problem, by definition, this is Pastor Mike Jr., Rock City's definition, is whenever God's provisions exceed my plan. Now, pro means before, vision. So whenever biblically provision is when God provides before you have a problem. Y'all missed what I just said. That was a bar and y'all missed it. Provision is when God provides before you ever knew you had a problem. Let me free you real quickly. Before you even got sick, God was already working on your cure. Because provision is when God provides before you knew you had a what? Problem. So what's a God-sized problem? Hear me, last week I was so proud. We prayed, we planned, we put the plan together. I had 50 men outside getting ready to do the parking. I had 175 people on this level. We had 60 youth workers. We vacuumed, we cleaned all the restrooms, we vacuumed all the floors. I had them come in the sanctuary and they practiced on me how they was gonna hug you last week. But when the person walked through, what you gonna do? It was just like this, right hand up. Volunteers, y'all ready? Let's practice real quickly. When they walk in, what we gonna do? Right hand up, left hand. Hey, how you? Where the smile at? Hey, how you, baby? You can sit right here. How we gonna hug people? Ooh, how you doing? We're gonna be in the lobby every time you walk through the door. What we gonna do? Hey, welcome to Rock City. And you came walking it. We were so ready for y'all. We had practiced how to put people on golf carts. They had to put me on the golf cart. All right, I'm young, put me on the golf cart. Get on here, boom. I'm old, put me on the golf cart. We practice on everything. Where they gonna park over here? Where they gonna sit over here? How we gonna help people in? Where you gonna stand? Then out of nowhere, you, your cousins, your auntie, your uncles, people I ain't never seen in my life start showing up. I had 8 police officers. Cause I said, you know what? Just in case a couple 20 extra cars show up, I'm gonna be prepared because I got a plan. And out of nowhere, I start getting screenshots of people's Google Maps saying it's taking 20 minutes to get from right here to right here. And I'm like, oh my God. And my volunteers got a little down. Because I was like, Pastor, we planned and we worked hard. And I looked at them and said, hey, you better smile. I humbly ask for the body. Them are God problems. God problems are when God take you from overwhelmed to overflow. Y'all miss. God problem when God take you from being overlooked to overbooked. I don't know who I'm preaching to. Your neighbor ain't shouting because they don't see what you see. But if you get ready to walk into a God-sized problem, you ought to shout, send me God problems. God. God problems mean you're going to have more business than you know how to manage, more finances than you know how to count, more opportunities than you prepare for. I decree I got God. I got God problems. God problems is when God takes you from being average to abundance. And here you is stressed out talking about something. I'm believing God for a job. God problems is when you say, Pastor, I need you to pray with me. For what? I don't even know which one to pick. I don't know what to do. That's why some of y'all better be careful what you say out your mouth. Because when you've been faithful, when you've been praying, when you've been tithing, when you've been consistent, God will do exactly what you prayed for. See, for some of us, this ain't my season to be blessed. This is my season for options. Because God's going to put me in such a place that eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. God problems. But before you shout about the God, look at you ready to shout. That's why I can't stay in church. Y'all be shouting over everything. I speak by faith. God's finna give you God problem. It's like we do this every week, right? We sing this movie. I say something, it's good to me, so I walk off. You scream, God's gonna give you God problems. And I walk off, then you say, ah. But since you shout, let me ask you what I asked you last week. But what's the plan? Watch this, watch this. God don't give you, God don't give you God problems because he like you. He give you God problems because you've been faithful over your real life problems. Michael, I'm finna run. Goliath was a God problem, which means it was bigger than David and bigger than the army. But the only reason God favored David to have a God-sized problem is because David didn't run from the lion, he didn't run from the bear, and he didn't run from the wolves that was trying to get his sheep. don't want my Goliath problem. If you can't handle the little problems I had to fight, watch this. What's the vision? My boys, 16, 15, 14, the top three, I'm big on them now. What's the vision? What's the vision? Mason's season just ended. And before the season started, I said, hey, I love you. But if you don't put your plan or your vision on paper, I said, go on your iPhone, make a note, share the notes with me, and I need you to put on there what you're expecting this year. Dad, I want 16 catches, 400 yards, 2 touchdowns, so-and-so, so-and-so. I said, cool. I said, that's what you want? Put it in the notes. We're going to pray over that because I need to know the vision. Stop telling me to pray for you. I'm so sick of this. Well, just pray. No, I'm busy. I ain't got time for an abstract prayer. If you're going to ask me to pray, I need you to spend some time in God's presence to know exactly what you need him to pray for. No. What's the plan? Because I've discovered, put this in your notes. If the enemy cannot stop you from being saved, he will attempt to distort how you see. Do I need to run that back? Okay, let's put this, I want to put this in the culture, okay? Can we put this in the culture? If I ever say something good, just hit me with a running back. Okay, that's going to make me feel, just run that back. Run that back. Run that back. Is that cool? Do I need to run that back? Let's practice. Okay, watch this. Hold on. If the enemy cannot stop you from being saved, he will attempt to distort how you see. That was the run. I had already ran it back. You got to wait till something new. I can't run back or run back. Okay, I'm going to say it again. If the enemy cannot stop you from being saved, he will attempt to distort how you see. That's important. He can't take your salvation, but he can take your sight. Michael, y'all don't get it. And what I've discovered is, he knows he can't stop God from blessing you. So he blinds you. God from blessing you. So he blinds you. Oh my God, that's crazy, and y'all missed it. Because this is what happened. He sits up and see, let me pause and say this. The devil don't mind you being blessed. Now, 7 of y'all looking at me like I ain't never heard a preacher say that because you were taught to believe that the devil is a blessing blocker. No. If the devil thought a blessing would pull you out of God's presence, he will let you be real blessed. Y'all missed what I just said. You want to know why? I've said it once, I've said it twice, I'll say it for a third time. Blessings make sick people sicker. If I give an addict more money, if I bless an addict with more money, he will kill himself. If I bless a cheater with more money, they'll cheat better. If I bless a liar with more money, they will lie better. Because blessings make sick people. Y'all don't like me today. So stop saying, well, the devil blocking my blessing. That's not always true. Because sometimes God will bless you in spite of what the devil tries to do. And what happens is the devil realizes I can't stop God from picking you, but I can blindfold you. Michael. And the worst thing in the world is to see somebody blessed and blind. Can you put this in your notes? Because you will never have the right outcome when you have the wrong outlook. He wants you blind. He wants you blind. What does he want you blind to? Here go 3 things the devil wants you blind to. Number 1, he wants you blind from seeing seasons right. Put that in your notes. From seeing seasons right. Yeah, he wants you blind to seeing your seasons right. We chilling at the house the other day. Yesterday, I got all the nephews with me. So Saturday after our flag football games, my brother and I coach first grade flag football. So after the flag football game, all the nephews want to come with Uncle Mike. I like being fun Uncle Mike, right? So we get together, we either go get something to eat, took them to Chick-fil-A, they get whatever they want. They come back to the house, we get to play around the house. We go outside and it was so God. As soon as we go outside, the wind started blowing and almost every leaf off our tree come down. Leaf slows down. Miles says, Dad, that tree, Michael, losing all its leaves. And I was caught in a dilemma
much happening
because the devil wants you blind to seeing your seasons right. And I had to tell Miles, nothing's wrong with the tree. He tried to convince me it was something wrong with that tree because the tree in this season was losing stuff. I had to explain to my blind son that what looks like a loss in the fall will be a better win in the spring. But if you so caught up on what God is removing, you will be blind to what God is sending. Because every loss ain't a loss. Sometimes God is making room for your new stuff. But the problem is God's moving, you just can't. Five of y'all should have got excited right there because you just started running back in your head all the friends you lost, all the money you lost, all the opportunities you lost, the spouse that walked out on you, and now here it is, you having to figure out how to do life again, and your old circle was telling you, you losing. I ain't losing. God was setting me up for a spring. I declare God sending new stuff in your life. Put some scripture on it. Old things have passed away, and behold, all things are made. You ought to slap 3 people high five and shout, I see new stuff. I see. Forget them. I'm preaching in this section. Forget them. See, you can only shout in this part of the message if you got sight. Y'all don't hear me. Okay, who done been through hell and back? And when you was going through it, you was almost mad and bitter. But now that you done came out on the other side, you be like, I see you, God, I see you. I see you. I see you. Who done matured in God to where now stuff be jumping off and the old you would have been mad, but the new you be like, why? Because God, his ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. I said this 2 years ago and I still don't think you got it. Because when God's doing nothing, he's doing something. Because his nothing is something. Because in the future he's going to do something, but he can't do something right now. Because if he did something right now, it will mess up the something he's about to do. But you're so busy looking at the nothing, you can't even see the I see my season different. Oh, that just hit me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That just hit me. If I was at school, my professors at Yale Divinity would call it theomusis. That's on the spot revelation, okay? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. He doesn't want you to see your seasons the right way. Oh my God. Which means when you winning, you can shout, it's my season. But when you're losing, you can shout, it's my season. Because if the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, that means the person who's in charge of it love me anyway. Which means when he's ready, he'll just make it. Sit down. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? So number one, he blinds you so you don't see your seasons right. For some of you, I'm not going to finish the message. I'm going to just stop when my time is up and we'll finish it next week, okay? You got to come. No, I'm treating y'all like Netflix. Y'all ain't getting this whole movie. You're going to have to binge watch me. Forget y'all. That's what's wrong with the church. Y'all want to just watch me all in one show? Nah. Right when it get good, boom, next week on Rocking Your World. No, so watch it. So seasons, somebody say seasons. For some of you, this is your season to be alone. see it right. No, I'm finna stack my paper. I love that girl over there. I love all my kids. I love her. I love all my kids. I mean it. But there are times when I be like by myself, where I be saying to myself, like, do you know how much I could get done if I was just like me? You know what I'm saying? Because single folk, when you get ready to go, y'all ready to go. When you put your food in the refrigerator, when you come back, it's still in the refrigerator. If you decide you want to do something for you, you don't have to ask nobody. You just do it for you. When I want to do something for me, I'm gonna go get me something. You know the boys need some shoes. So I've learned, instead of being depressed because in your head you ain't got nobody, maybe God got you in a season of loneliness so you can learn to love you. No. Before church, I met with my entire social media ministry. It's about 10 of them. And they came into the office and I was like, hey, I want y'all to notice everything we do is intentional. So don't just post a post just to post it. You have to do this, understand algorithms, understand how to do this. I'm really, really good at social media. So make sure you do X, Y, Z. Don't just randomly take a pic. And my boys were just looking at me. Then right after they left, the ushers came and, hey, how you doing, yada, yada. I don't mind people recording clips on social media. Make sure they record this. So, and make sure when you sit people, make sure you sit people in this section because that camera's right there so they can pick up the people. So we're going to do this right here. Let's make sure. And my boy just sitting there like, Dad, how you know all that? Because I had a season with no members. So UC Valleydale, when I was at the Airlock Hall and there was only 6 people in the crowd, I would work the sound system while Curtis sung. Then I would run after praise and worship, walk in the back, change my shirt, walk out as the preacher. But then before I did sound, I was in the parking lot as the parking ministry. Don't know how to play a whole lot of songs, but I didn't know if musicians was gonna show up. I can play one song on the piano. One song. I don't know how to do none of what they do. I can tell you it don't sound right. So I discovered my season of not having nothing was preparing me. Put this in your notes. Don't clap, don't clap, don't clap, don't clap. Put this in your notes. Sometimes your down season is teaching you a language that you will need in your up season. Y'all missed it. Sometime in your down season, God is teaching you a language that you will need in your up season. I speak musician, I speak tech, I speak finance, I speak lights, I speak social. But you so ready to blow up that you don't even realize if you don't see this current season right, you're gonna have people under you who know way more than you, who may take what God's trying to do in your life. Seasons right. The devil wants to blind you from seeing people right. I hope I don't start no mess. I had somebody tag me this week and say, Pastor Mike be starting so much mess. In his messages, he have all us going home just kicking everybody out of our life. That's not my intent. I want to be very clear. I want to say this disclaimer really fast. My message is not designed for you to just kick people out your life. Now, if somebody gets kicked out of their life because they fit the description, may the Lord watch between me and me while we're absent one from another. But what I discovered is, here's a question you need to ask the people that matter to you in your life. What do you see when you see me? What do you see? Because the devil will blind you to seeing people right. We tend to value people we can't touch and disvalue people. Is that a word, disvalue? Y'all get what I'm saying? Devalue. I said disvalue. I'm sorry. Devalue those who are in our presence. So here's a person who's been loyal, yet you spend all your time talking to this loyal person about the people who was disloyal.
What I wished for.
Run that back. Here's a person who was loyal, but you spend all your time talking to this person who's present about the people who left you. What you don't realize, subconsciously, you're telling this person who's present, I really didn't even want you to stay. I planned on doing this with them. So your whole relationship with this person now is based on the fact that I'm only talking to you because I can't talk. How do you see him? The Bible says that Jesus could do only but a few miracles. I've said it once and I'll say it again. If all you see is a carpenter, he'll fix your house. If you see a savior, he'll fix your world. The question ain't his ability, it's what do you see? Number one, he wants you to see seasons right. He blinds you from seeing seasons right. Number two, he blinds you from seeing people right. Number three, he blinds you from seeing yourself right. I wrestle with anxiety. To this day, I still wrestle with anxiety. I'm much better than I used to be, but I'm at a place now where I'm still growing and maturing. There's a lot of pressure sometimes, so I always wrestle with how I saw me. I was able to tell you everything God was gonna have you be. But then I would go home at times and be like, God, but me. Now that's career suicide for a pastor, because I'm supposed to be baby Jesus. That's what I'm saying. You're supposed to think that everything I'm preaching you, I've mastered. That's not going to be my church. I'm going to be the pastor who say, hey, y'all, God loves you. And there are times when I have to convince myself that he still loves me. Now, which one you want? You want me faking like I got it together? Or do you want to see, because here's what's crazy, because if I'm not careful, you're going to start juxtaposing or comparing your walk with God to me. Like, see, Pastor Mike wouldn't do it. No, there are times when I have to look in that mirror and say, Michael, you are enough. Michael, you are loved. Michael, God called you for this. Because the devil will blind you from seeing yourself right. This is critical. Why? This is critical. What's the dangers of living without vision? Number one, slowness. Slowness. You could be further along, but you are behind because you cannot see where you're going. Vision. When you don't have vision, the danger of living life without vision is slowness. You could have been there by now, but because you don't have a vision. Let's put it in layman's terms. My vision, I told you what is vision. Vision is a picture of God's preferred plan for your life. Vision is a picture of God's preferred plan for your life. What does that mean, Pastor Mike? God had a plan for, I know he's not talking to you directly. I know he's talking in Jeremiah, but I see a principle that I can take and make applicable to my everyday life. I see a principle. He says, for I know the plans that I have for you, plans for health and wealth, not calamity, not destruction. I can take that principle and say, if he said it to Jeremiah, he can say it to me. I can say, God, I know you know the plan you got for my life. Problem is, sometimes I'm not sure if my plan matches your plan. Was that okay? So what happens then, Pastor Mike? I move slow. So what happens when you move slow? I'm gonna say it slow so you can write it. You miss opportunities you were supposed to maximize. Can I ask you a question? There was a woman with the issue of blood. She had been bleeding for 12 long years. She heard that Jesus was passing by, and she thought, that can tear the whole church up, to herself, mama, she thought to herself, that can tear the whole, she thought to herself, if I, Michael, could just touch the hem of his garment, I would be made whole. Let me ask you a question, because you know the story. She get there, right? And she crawled. And she touched the H-E-M of the H-I-M. That'll tell the whole church up. We're not going there. See, you trying to make me preach. I'm not going to do it. She touched the H-E-M of the H-I-M. Now, if I was preaching that story, I would tell the church up, because I can tell you she never touched him. She just touched what was touching him. And I don't know what you're going through, but you better be grateful you sat next to me, because I'm in touch with God. So when you can't get the tie, you just better reach over and touch me. No, stop. No, don't do it. Don't do it. No, because here's what I need you to see. What if she had, see, my goal ain't to shout you. When you leave my church, I want you to see life differently. So watch this. This is where the average preacher would have told the church up. She touched the H-E-M. She didn't touch the H-I-M. And I wish I had time to tell somebody. It's getting ready. And you would have church and you would get in the car and they would call you and say, what did he preach about? And you would say, we had church. Nah. Let's look at that scripture differently. She bleeding. She got a problem. She has a plan. If she thought to herself, if I could touch, that's the vision. The vision is, I'm gonna touch the hem. That's the plan. So what does she do? She moves from expectation to execution. So she shows up. She's bleeding on the outside, which means her clothes are dripping. She has a constant flow. See, I can't preach that right because I'm not a female who's experienced that. But every woman who's experienced that understands the pain that you get for 5 or 7 days. She's living in a perpetual cycle, bleeding nonstop. And she gets there and she puts another plan in motion. I'm a crawl. She carries out the vision. Did you see that? Can I ask you a question? What if she would have moved slow? Put this in your notes. If I don't finish, we'll pick up. There's a difference in moving careful and moving slow. She had to be careful because if anybody saw her, she would have been put out. Because according to Levitical law, you could not bleed on the outside. So she had to be careful. Here's what the Bible don't tell us. When I get to heaven, I'm gonna ask God, if Jesus showed up if the revival was on Thursday, did she move Thursday or was she moving Tuesday? Because she had to be careful. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Careful. But if she would have moved slow, to move careful is movement with purpose. To move slow is movement with procrastination. I'm talking heavy and y'all missed that. Had she moved slow, she would have missed God. Can I ask you a question? What have you missed? Because you're moving too slow. That business should have been open 2 summers ago, but you're moving slow. No, that door open. No. Moving slow. Have you ever been walking to a door and you bopping? Then all of a sudden you realize it's finna what you gonna miss? Moving slow. Moving slow. Why is that important, PMJ? I need you to catch this. Because, watch this, when I'm learning to move at the pace, vision is just a GPS. When I move at the pace of my GPS, I move bold. When I move at the pace of my memory, I move fast. See, when your GPS on and you're going somewhere, you're not speeding because you're still trying to figure out where your turn is. But when you're going somewhere that you know, you're jumping in and out of lanes because you know exactly. And what I'm telling you is, I need you to catch this. When I know where I'm going, I move at the pace of my memory. And the problem with some of us, the reason we're not becoming what God called us to be, because your entire route to get where you're going is based off of your memory of where you've been. So just like the children of Israel, God's telling you to speak to a rock. But instead of carrying out God's vision, you are now striking a rock. Because striking the rock worked last time. Watch this. So water will still come out of the rock, which means you are blessed today, but you forfeit who you could have been tomorrow. Y'all don't like me. It's cool in the game. Number 1, what are the dangers of living without vision? I'm gonna go fast. Number 1, slowness. Number 2, stumbling. People perish for a lack of what? People perish for a lack of knowledge. What does the Message version say? If people can't see what God is doing, they stumble all over themselves. So now I stumble. Number 3, suffering. You risk injury whenever you attempt movement in the dark. What does that mean, Pastor Mike? This might be worth writing. Pain in the past will make you hesitant about the future. Pain in the past. So do me a favor, for everybody who's taking notes, I want to tell you how to put your notes, all right? I want you to write vision and no vision. Do that. Write no vision under vision. I want you to write vision, no vision. Am I doing okay today? Vision, no vision, all right? Outside of vision, I want you to write sight, okay? So you're going to have vision, no vision. Outside of vision, I want you to write sight. Under sight, I want you to write blind. We're going somewhere. Outside of sight, I want you to write light. So your line should read vision, sight, light. Under that, no vision, blind, dark. Is that how your notes look so far? Okay. Joshua chapter 6, verse 2. I want to start a fresh series today entitled It's On. Look at what it says. The Lord said to Joshua, this is enough to tell the whole church up. See, what do you want me to see? I have delivered Jericho into your hands, along with its king and its fighting men. I want to talk today from the topic, real simple, it's on. It's on. In this vision series, whenever I teach in series. Why is that, Pastor Mike? I want to make you an erudite, well-learned congregation. Growing up, I didn't learn like everybody else learned. I was even labeled a problem child. I talked too much in class. I was the class clown. But when it came down to it, we discovered I was bored. Because if you handed me a sheet of paper and told me to read it, I just couldn't comprehend it. But I was more of a visual learner. I had to learn like that, so I didn't get things in one sitting. And I just don't believe that when it comes to our walk with God, one 30-minute message gonna equip you for 30 years of fighting. Did you catch what I just said right there? So I want to do a vision series. If you put that in your notes, a vision series. I want to pause and parenthetically digress, because I believe what I teach from the pulpit you can take and make applicable to your life. Make it applicable. What does that mean, PMJ? Even in your circles, put this in your notes, your relationships, your friendships, and your business partnerships. I believe those relationships should be built in series. That's rich. I believe you should get your close friends together and say, hey, I want to do this for the next 3 months. We worked hard. Let's just have some fun. And if there's some stuff that's stressing us out, let's learn how to communicate that. But then coming off, you might need to say, hey, for these next 3 months, it ain't playtime. Let's lock in. By November, all of us need our vision for 2024. Did you catch what I just said right there? No, I've discovered that it's crowded when it's time to party, but it's empty when it's time to plan. No, if you're going to be in my life, you don't have to say anything, but you're going to have to have a vision to be in my life. Why? In this vision series, what's my goal, Pastor Mike? My goal is to unpack how, and it's right there on your screen, it's on. What does it's on mean? It's on is not just a statement, but a commitment to taking your life, this is good, from expectations to execution. That's critical. I want to take you from expectation to execution. It's on. So when I say it's on, I'm not just talking about a building opening, because we're not going to play that game, that the moment the doors open, it's open. No, it's not just a moment, it's a movement that's happening in your life. So when we say it's on, I like to give you verbiage, colloquialisms that you can take and just flip your life with. What does it's on mean? I am moving from expectation to execution. Expectation to execution, all right? I'm going to tell you why church get on my nerves, because if I was to shout, who's expecting it? The whole room would go crazy. But if I said, who's executing it? I wouldn't find that many people. And this is where you got to be careful, because this is why people who never got to know you didn't like you when they saw you. It's because they quickly realized you're not just an expectator, you're an executioner. What does it mean to shift from expectation to execution? Here it is. I am shifting. I'm finna run from waiting on it to walking in it. I don't think you heard what I just said. I am shifting from waiting on it to walking in it. I am shifting this year from praying about it to protecting what you prayed about. Y'all don't hear what I just said. I am shifting from vision to victory. This is critical. And what I'm telling you now is, in this season of your life, you got to have vision. You have to have vision. Why is that important, PMJ? Because the problem is most of us have sight, not vision. Sight is what we see with our eyes open. Vision is what we see with our eyes closed. Sight is what I see with the eyes on my head. Vision is what I see with the eyes in my heart. This is why you be trying to fix people that everybody else can clearly see are broken. It's because they're looking at them with the eyes in their head, but you're looking at them with the eyes in your circle looking at you like you can't tell they a snake. You can't tell they using you. You can't tell they ain't no good. And the problem is I was cursed with this blessing that I don't see people with these eyes. I see people with. And that's why so many times your heart get broke. Michael, sight helps you see today. Vision helps you see tomorrow. And I want to free you real quickly, because the question I need you to ask today is, do you have sight or do you have vision? Do you have sight or do you have vision? Why, PMJ? Put this in your notes. The poorest person in the world is not the person without money, but the poorest person in the world is the person without vision. Oh, I got vision. Pray for me. I got vision. Oh, I got vision. Oh, pray for me, Joe. I got vision. No, I would sit in the lobby of this building 4 years ago. I would call the realtor and ask him if he would unlock the door. They would leave the door in that hall cracked open. I would sit in there by myself and do all my work and write my sermons. Then he would come back and say, well, what you doing? I said, I'm planning what I'm going to preach when I get here. Y'all don't hear me. That's vision. No, that's vision. I was able to tell my girl, no, this is what we're going to do. We're going to move to this extended stay. About 7 years, we're going to move to this extended stay, and this is what we're going to do. We're not going to buy nothing. Do me a favor, baby girl. Do you believe? Do you believe? Do you believe? I believe. This is what we're going to do. This is vision. Go get your hair braided. Because if you get your hair braided, you don't have to get it done every 2 weeks, okay? So I need you to get some braids, and I need you to rock them braids for about 4 months. If you don't mind, edges may be coming out, but just grease them down for me. Because if you buy into the vision, if we do what we have to now, we'll be able to do what we want to. And this is why you got to do an inventory of your circle, because it's hard to fulfill your vision around sight people. Michael, I'm sorry, but you don't see what I see. I'm preaching to 3 of y'all. I see goodness and mercy. I see businesses. I see books. I see more in you than sometimes you see in yourself, because I got vision. And the only thing worse than being blind is having sight. Okay. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight. Okay. Oh my God. That's what my professors at Yale Divinity call theomusis, on-the-spot revelation. This is going to blow your mind. Who remembers Bartimaeus? Who remember Bartimaeus? Okay, you remember Bartimaeus? What was he? All right, he was blind. And he heard that Jesus was what? And he thought to himself, all right? He starts screaming, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And the people who had sight told the brother who had vision. Y'all missed it. Y'all missed it. Bartimaeus was blind. He heard that his solution was in the area. So he put a plan together. In his blindness, he had vision. He said, what I'm gonna do is start screaming as loud as I can, because my eyes don't work, but my voice do. And some of y'all gonna stay where you are because you too busy crying about what don't work when you should be working what. I'm preaching to 3 of y'all already. Just look around you and tell them, I got vision, stay away from me. Bartimaeus says, Jesus, 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 Jesus. And folk who had what he didn't have, telling him to what? Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. The only thing
is to consider the
worse
context of the event
than being blind is having sight with no. Jesus turns around and says, bring him to me. I'm finna run. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If Jesus says, bring, who is he talking to? The very people who was telling him to be quiet. And he will make your enemies. You so busy cussing folk out. When if you just stuck to your vision, the very people who was trying to kill it gonna have to help you in it. Do me a favor. I don't want you fussing and cussing with nobody else. Just get in your car and say to yourself, they're gonna be working for me in 6 months. They don't even know it. They'll be back. Why? Because when God got his hand on you, it ain't a devil, a hater, a mean mama, a fake friend that can block your vision. It's all now. Watch this. That's good. And Bartimaeus says, Jesus says, bring them to me. And he gives him his what? Sight. Here's what's crazy. I want to ask you this question. 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 Have you ever stopped to consider that Bartimaeus wasn't the only person whose eyes got open that day? I gotta go. I need a better church. I like this church, but I kind of don't like this church because y'all kind of too young for me. I want an old church. Now, when I was younger, I wanted a young fly church. Now that I'm kind of older, I think I want an old church because y'all make me work too hard. I be dropping so much heat. Like let me do this better. I gotta drop vision. I want an old church with ghetto guys. That's what I want. I want a church mother who gonna say thank you, but then I want a hood dude gonna be like, talk that talk. Like I need a mix between battle rap and a Baptist church, somewhere in there, because y'all be missing it. What if I told you that Bartimaeus wasn't the only person who got their eyes open? Your family, your friends, and your circle would treat you better if they realized when God did it for you, it opened their eyes to see he could do it for. Watch this, not yet. This is why you've been saying, if you ever want to learn the secret to God, look at what you say naturally. The devil hides things in plain sight. When you hear something that you didn't know, you say out your mouth, oh, that opened my eye. That's an eye open. And this is biblical because Proverbs 29:18 says, if people can't see what God's doing, they stumble all over themselves. But when they attend to what he reveals, they, Michael, are the most blessed. You missed it. Do I need to read it again? If people can't see what God is doing, oh my God. I need you to put this scripture in your phone. Please, if you don't do nothing else, put it in your phone, put it in your notes. After you put it in your notes, every morning I want you to read it, and I need it in your heart. All right, if you're really hood, just get it tatted somewhere, like right here. Proverbs 29:18 right here. You know, you got worse tattoos anyway. Let's not play games. You got a whole tattoo right here, and we don't even know what that really say if we tell the truth. Proverbs 29:18, because I'm finna read it. This should be your prerequisite for friendships, business alliances, partnerships, and more. If people, all right, so if, underline if. If is a conditional contract. We're gonna break the scripture down. Roy, it is a conditional contract.
Each station reminds us of resilience.
If my people who are called by my name would seek my turn from there, then I would hear from heaven and what? Why do you get that? If you do your part. So leave that scripture up there. Underline if. It is a conditional contract. A conditional contract. My boys tried to hold me to that right there, okay? I tell boys, I'm gonna do so-and-so, if you do so-and-so. They come back in there, but Dad, you said, no, you ain't did nothing your mama asked you. Contract voided. And you sitting in church, sitting at home, blaming God for certain doors that didn't open for you when you broke the contract. God, you told me when I took this job I was gonna be blessed. I also told you stay away from certain stuff. If conditional contract, people, underline people. Under people, I want you to put your circle, your sphere of influence. So let's read it. We're going to break the scripture down. Here is if, under if, here is a conditional contract for those in my life. If you can't see what God is doing, they stumble all over themselves. Now go back to people. And above the people in your life, put myself included. Because many of you keep falling because you don't see it. This is what your life looks. January, February, March, April. This is the whole year you've been doing this. And God like, that ain't even the devil. You clumsy because you can't see it. No. Who's ever been walking through your house and hit your foot on something that you didn't put there? It will make you almost fight somebody. Don't step on a toy. No, don't let somebody leave something out because you're so used to walking in your area in the dark that even in darkness you walk in a type of boldness. Because you know if I get out of my bed, take 6 steps, that's the door. Then you got slick and say, you don't even look at the light switch, you just. And what I'm telling you is, who told you to celebrate the fact that you are winning in darkness? This is my season to stop stumbling, Michael, over myself. Why, Pastor Mike? Here's the condition. Because if I attend to what he reveals, help me God, they, I like this phrase, are the most blessed. Now, you didn't have church with me, and it's cool in the game. I'm going to have church by myself. I want to declare everybody, look at your neighbor, say, neighbor, you're blessed, and I'm happy for you. But what I'm going for is most blessed. Y'all miss what I just said. Michael, there are levels. This is why I need you. Look at this phrase. Watch this phrase. It's on the screen. When they attend the vision, attend to what he reveals. Attend. Now put this in your notes. Attend can mean my presence or my participation. We don't talk like that anymore, all right? We don't talk like that anymore. We don't say things like, I need you to attend to your chores. I need you to attend to your health. No. So when I see the word attend biblically, that is 2 P's, my presence and my participation. Michael. That's why I'm so proud. And if you're watching from all over the world and you're looking at the people in the sanctuary and you're saying to yourself, who are all those members? They're not just members. This is a room full of people who attend. All right, did you put that in your notes? Attend. 2 P's come with attend. What are the P's? Presence or participation. Now, with that said, are you frustrated with some of the people in your life because they're in attendance but not attending? Do I need to run that? See, that's why I need a battle rap. Y'all don't, thank you. Will you tell me to run that back? Do I need to run that back? Are you frustrated? I say, yo. Are you frustrated because You have people who are in attendance, but not.
The angel of death will pass over.
It's probably a fight at my house right now. Truth, you know, I don't hide, sir. It's probably a fight at my house right now because I got 3 big boys, 16, 15, 14. Only one of them are in attendance and attending. I'm walking through hey boys, make sure y'all take that trash out, feed the dog, and do so-and-so, so-and-so. And I noticed that Mike is the only one doing everything. Mason superstar football, he thinks he's above the law. Xander went to homecoming yesterday. He still got on his tuxedo pants. Right? So Xander walking around shirt off, tuxedo pants, like he don't want to take it off. You remember them days, right? He got to go back today, so he better get his money's worth. So he's still, and I noticed Mike taking out trash, Mike feeding the dog. So I told everybody before I left, hey boys, get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. Y'all good, love y'all. Mwah, mwah. Mike, here you go. And I slipped him some money, openly. Mike, here you go, baby, keep doing your thing. Dad, whoa, 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 what's going, whoa. And that's how you've been looking all year. You could have prayed in February, been tithing in March, living right this summer. Now you in a panic because you got a deadline attached to what God already prophesied over your life. Dad, whoa, what's going on? I said, no. I said, I've been asking y'all to do stuff. Whoa. I said, but Mike been the only one doing it. I'm not going to reward you for attendance because partial agreement is still rebellion. Michael, if you ain't going to do your part, I'd rather you not even show up so I don't even expect you to be what you should be. I need the people in my life this year to be present and participate. That when I'm weak, be a shoulder. But when I'm strong, keep fighting. I need you to look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you done messed around and sat next to the right person. Somebody in the chat ought to just type, here I go. Because I will be present and I will participate. I will pray for you and help pay a bill if I have to. You don't find too many people like me. I'm different. I'm different. Y'all don't hear me this morning. I'm different. That's why you don't have to chase nobody in your life. Well, I just think this ain't gonna work out for me. Okay, God bless you. No, I'm different, baby. It's gonna hit you in 6 months what you had. Because it's a whole lot of people who will be present when you got it, but will leave you when you don't. I'm the type of person that I will be present and I will pause. Now hear me, James, this is Cole. Rod, Stefano, this is Cole. I do not think I'm so cold of a pastor that people gonna come to church because I preach. I want to say something that you may never hear pastor say. I am nothing without 2 entities, heaven and y'all. No, erase that. It's 3 entities, Michael. I am nothing without 3 entities. Heaven, y'all, the ones who are present and participating, and hell. I've learned more from my hell than I learned from a blessing from heaven. When God opened a door, I praised my way through it. When the devil slammed the door, I had to pray my way through. Am I preaching to anybody? You ought to look at your neighbor and say, I got 2 guns, praise and prayer. And if you mess with me, both of them are... That's why people don't know what to do with you. Because you be shouting when you get the job, then you know how to pray when they hate on you on the job. You shouted when you closed on the house, and then prayed when the mortgage got behind. You shouted when you got the relationship, then prayed when they lost their mind. Look at your neighbor, say, neighbor, I'ma praise them. You pray. And if we work together, God's getting ready to turn it around. Vision. Somebody say vision. So look at me. This is why I need participation and presence. To every man who was standing outside today and it started drizzling, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's participation and presence. To every person who was standing in the lobby loving on people, thank you. That's participation and presence. To every person who sung up here today, I know certain days you don't feel your best. Thank you. That's participation. I wish that boy right there lived in Birmingham, cold-blooded. But do you know he drives from Atlanta every Sunday morning? Our whole church ought to look at him and say, thank you. Here's your homework for this week. You done spent 40 weeks talking about your haters. This week, on your story or somewhere, you ought to just post, thank you. And start thanking the ones who stayed in attendance and stayed attending. Now, put this in your notes, put this in your notes. You are a hypocrite if you judge people who don't have perfect attendance. Well, they left me for 3 months, so you left God for 3 years. Sometimes you have to disconnect because there's something God got to do in them and it's something God got to do in. Am I preaching to anybody? That ain't God. I don't get that. That ain't God. That ain't God. Okay. In the book of Malachi, God tells his prophets, I'm going to turn the hearts of the sons to the father and the hearts of the fathers to the son. Then he's quiet for 300, 400 years. A couple hundred years, heaven don't speak. The next time we hear from God, Jesus is being baptized, and he says, this is my beloved son. So should we not serve a God who was silent or, in your opinion, miss it? I don't need, when it comes to your vision, perfect attendance isn't a prerequisite. No, I need you to catch this. That's why I'm telling you right now to the people in this room, I need you. I need you. There are thousands of people getting ready to descend on Birmingham, Alabama. I can't do it by myself. I need you, and I don't want you to think that what you do is insignificant. Oh, I need you. To every teenager in this room right now, especially my young brothers, I need you. We did a survey, and it's close to almost 700 young boys, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I would love for them to see young brothers doing it the right way. I need you. Every man, listen to me right now. Every man, listen to me right now. You have no idea, because I don't hide nothing from my church. Haven't slept probably in 4 days. From the moment I sent that text, it's on. It's like someone been trying to torment me in my sleep. I've been waking up out of my sleep, anxiety. Okay, this done. Okay, is this done? I hope they don't. Okay, God. And yesterday I had the opportunity to spend the whole day with my daddy. And I'm sitting there this morning and it hit me. As much as I've done in my life, awards, great church, music, all this stuff, I need that man. He brought a level of peace, affirmation. And so every man listening to me, I know that relationship may be crazy, but I need you to go to bed tonight and wake up in the morning and realize they need me. They need me. They need my presence and my participation. Miles cut a fool every morning that I don't wake up. Y'all miss what I just said right there. Every morning he wakes up. If I don't get out the bed, it's almost hell trying to get him dressed, trying to get him ready, trying to get him right. It only take me, I don't even get out the bed most days. Ask me what I say. Hey! Y'all miss what I just said. I don't go in there. I don't put no clothes on. I just roll over and shout, hey! One hey from me tells him in another room, don't make me come. That might be why they said your praise is a weapon. 7 of y'all might just need to shout, hey! Get your hands off my mind. Hey, get your hand off my children. Hey, get your hand off my vision. Hey, you need it. To every person who wakes up. This is why I'm telling you I need more people on Devo Energy. Devo Energy starts at 7:21 Central Time. That means they have to be up at 6:30 a.m. every morning just to present that daily devotional. We should thank them for that. To every person who's ever put anything in the offering, if you sold, if you tithed, if you ever just said, thank you. Hear me when I say this. I heard Dr. Darius Daniels say this and I never forgot it. He said, Mike, vision is a picture of God's preferred future for your life. You might want to put that in your notes. Vision is a picture of God's, I'm probably not going to finish this, preferred future for your life. Now, I want you to understand that because I didn't say vision is the future of your plan. It's God's plan. God's plan. Look at this, look at this. Throughout history, God has been cast his preferred future over people. Watch this. He did it with Abraham in Genesis 12. Samuel, he walks up to Gideon, who's never fought a day in his life, and he tells Gideon, "O valiant warrior." He gives him a vision of his preferred future. And in today's text, he walks up to Joshua. Now keep in mind, Jericho is a city surrounded by a huge wall. A wall was to protect the city from invasion. I want to play on words. Y'all know I'm a battle rapper in my head. Y'all know, I love it. Them the most brilliant brothers on the face of the planet. If you ever want to see brilliance personified, don't just listen to what they say because you may not be able to, but if you just listen to how they approach words and metaphors and triple entendres. So if you ever want to know how I preach, I learned from my dad. I listen to comedians like Steve Harvey because Bernie Mac was really good at driving a point home. I ain't scared of y'all. I ain't scared of y'all. I ain't scared of y'all. That ain't nothing but good preaching. God's gonna do it. And get ready, because God's gonna do it. So I processed it and battle rap the way they would say stuff like, use your real eyes to realize real lies. That's a triple entendre. Y'all missed that. Use your real eyes to realize real lies. That's a triple entendre. So I want to give you so when I approach vision, sometimes I approach my thoughts from a battle standpoint. I want to free you real quick. Why did they build the city wall of Jericho? To protect from invasion. I want you to write the word invasion. Okay, I can tell how some of y'all looked at me, you don't know how to spell it. Okay, I'm gonna spell it for you. I know that look, I have that look a whole lot when I be in church. So I just write the first letter, then I just write it out, like curse, like I am. I know what it means, forget y'all. Invasion, I-N, V-A, I-N. Hey, this is my church. I wish y'all would embarrass me in front of all my online members. Y'all just nod your head like I was right. Hey, it's hard reading in front. I was that kid who get mad I had to read in front of the class. All right, y'all ready? And better not nobody say, help him, Lord, like it's an Easter speech. Invasion, I-N-V-A-S-I-O-N. No, y'all ain't clapping like I'm, boy. Forget y'all, I'm proud of myself. Did you spell it? So invasion, Pastor Mike Jr.'s approach to invasion. I'm gonna define it how I see it. Invasion always takes place in vision.
Merry Christmas to you all.
An invasion is when enemies and distractions try to overtake your vision.
But a Samaritan, as he traveled,
My God. And what happens right here, I need you to catch this. In verse 2, it says, the Lord said to Joshua, I'm trying not to run. I'm going to save my shout for next week. The Lord said to Joshua, see, Michael, I have delivered Jericho into your hands. Now, I want to pause and parenthetically digress. You might want to underline that. See, comma, I have delivered. Underline that. I have delivered. God tells Joshua the vision as if it's already happened. He tells Joshua what he's going to do while Joshua's outside the wall before he made it. But you know, I have delivered. Somebody say I have delivered. Do I have any English majors in the chat? Any English majors in here? Okay, cool. Y'all can't spell either. So all my English majors will attest that this is past tense. I know that much. I have delivered is past tense, meaning it's already done. Now, this is where I find tension in the text, because the people have yet to even enter Jericho. So today I want to give you a new part of speech. If I have delivered is past tense, which means it's already done. But the children of Israel have not even entered Jericho yet. I want to introduce a new part of speech called the prophetic perfect tense. Past tense means it's already happened. God talks to Joshua in past tense about something that has not happened as if it has already happened. I want to introduce something we like to call prophetic perfect tense, revealing a future result in a way that suggests it's already done. What is prophetic perfect tense? Okay, here it is. Who's believing God for something? What you believe in God for? Your marriage, okay? All right, so what's your first name, government name? Alexis. The marriage is successful and thriving, and you guys are mentoring young couples. But then you go home and y'all probably still fussing. But God told you, see, prophecy is past tense in the present tense that we now have to call prophetic perfect tense. Meaning, Michael, I'm finna run. Joshua, even though you haven't completed the vision, I have already given you the victory. I'm telling you the end before you get frustrated in the middle. Michael. So he said, I'm telling you the end. Victory
And peace
at the beginning.
with you.
Because you're going to catch hell. Y'all slow. Y'all slow. Y'all slow. Y'all slow. This is why some of y'all are being crybabies. I'm not even going to play with you today. Let's not play with it. Stop being a baby right now. I can't believe. Go back to the vision.
A new chapter.
Put this in your notes. Because vision provides the push through trauma. Vision, you don't have to hide your praise, brother. Get your praise on. Vision provides the push through of trauma. It provides, you want to know why I didn't mind staying at the Rhyme Garden Inn of exit 133 Kilgore Memorial, having the roll quarters every Friday to pay that extended stay, listening to that lady talk to me like I was trash? You want to know why? When I had to file bankruptcy and I was standing in there, and if you ever had to do it, they make you come into an open room and they say all your business in front of do you want to know why? I let them take my car back about 9 years ago, let them have the car back and said, it's cool, I'll hitchhike. You want to know why I still don't necessarily even get paid what I should get paid now? That if you come to this church tomorrow, the sanctuary got lights, the lobby got everything. But if you went to my office, it ain't nothing in it right now but a fold down table. You want to know why? Because I got the vision. I knew that I may be struggling in